Hey everyone, RogueGold here, and today we've got some pretty big news regarding Tom Clancy's XDefiant, and that is the confirmation of the release window for the game by one of the leads himself, Mark Rubin. Now, this is more of a confirmation of when the game won't be releasing, but by getting this information, I think it does give us a much clearer picture of when Ubi San Francisco's intentions and plans for the development and the game lie, and it pretty clearly informs when we can in fact expect XDefiant to ultimately release. So, let's dive into it. I'll put the tweet in question from Mark up on screen right now, and in it you can see he's not even directly responding to a question about the release date, yet he still confirms here that the game is, quote, a ways off, stating that we're not even coming out this year. So, if Mark is to be believed, and there's no reason not to considering he's near the top of the chain over at that development studio, then Tom Clancy's XDefiant will not be releasing until 2022. Now, this is pretty significant news for a few reasons. One is that many were heavily expecting this game to be released this year and to be rushed out, and it's clear from this tweet and a lot of others from Mark and other developers that that is not their plan or intention. It's relatively a new concept, I would say, to see a game do a test like this, like XDefiant did, in which, it was NDA'd, but a lot of the conversation spilled out into more public forums. It seemed like and Ubisoft's enforcement of that was pretty random, but despite this, the official Twitter account still posted marketing bits and gameplay teasers throughout the duration of the test, so while they're keeping things somewhat under wraps, I think it's clear that their intention isn't to hide everything. They want people to be aware and to be excited for the upcoming title, and so like I said, I was saying it's a relatively new concept to see a test and a promotional campaign like this be undergone and then not release the game at least within the next few months afterwards, because even if they plan on releasing this at the very beginning of January of 2022, that's still over 4 months from the publication of this video. And to me, perhaps the most encouraging thing from this news is that it's a reinforcement of the commitment made by the devs, that being how they stated several times how they're committed to listening, learning, and utilizing player feedback in order to shape and improve the final product of the game. Now, of course, we hear developers say that all the time, but personally, I see there as being a big difference from a developer saying, we'll consider and implement this beta feedback even though we're only a month out from our launch, and we're committed to integrating player feedback, and here's a closed pre-alpha for us to begin to collect some of that information. And we saw throughout this recent test that they've already, begun delivering on that promise. Notably, they replaced a game mode in the test that a lot of people weren't satisfied with, and they added a delay between jumping so that people wouldn't spam it as much as they were apparently doing. Now, obviously, these things are pretty small, in the grand scheme of what could be changed from player feedback, but in my opinion, it's a good indication that they're headed in the correct direction. In that tweet and other ones, Mark has also said that there will, of course, be many more tests for the game, ones that hopefully include more regions and platforms than the most recent one did, and that way they can continue to gain valuable feedback as development shapes up. And hopefully will give them the opportunity to further prove to us that their commitment to that promise of wanting to build this game alongside the community and truly hear and integrate our feedback into the experience. Thank you all so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and be sure to subscribe with notifications on so you can be updated every time I upload. This is a pretty short video, but I just wanted to spread the word about the more accurate release window we can now expect for XDefiant. I know a good amount of people were expecting that game to come out this year, so hopefully this news can at least let them be at ease a little bit. Certainly let me know your thoughts about this news and the broader commitments behind the game overall. Does a 2022 release for XDefiant surprise you, or maybe it's what you expected from the start? And what are your feelings about Ubi San Francisco's commitment to building a, collaboratively built game? Do you think they've done a good job of that so far, or do you think it's even achievable in the first place? Definitely curious what everyone's thoughts are regarding the new Tom Clancy IP. Alright everyone, well that is going to do it for this one. Once again, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and until the next one guys, RogueGold out.